I am Elmer Navarro Manuel. Coronavirus case.
I am San Locos.
Duterte, dadalo.
PSEi Sanchez.
Good morning, I am Vernon Velasco.
Only government authorized to
Magandang hapon. Ako si Pauline Songko. Ospital naghahanda para sa COVID. Ako si Luis Lisan at ito ang Tribune. Si Ramsey may mensahe kay Andrew.
Si Jomel Garner. At ito,
Pagsali sa face-to-face Duterte to fund COVID cases, tumalo sa 7.
Missed the chance to acquire 10.
Luis Lisan.
si Jomel Garner.
PSEi Sanchez.
Vernon Velasco.
Ako si Pauline Songko. San Locos.
I am Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on 2. Tonight's headlines: funds for Solons 2021 projects subject to palace approval. Duterte bans travelers from UK and 19 other countries. Coronavirus cases in the country at 471,526. Northeast monsoon to bring rain to northern Luzon. And PSEi ends 2020 in the green. Good evening. Today is Tuesday, December 29, 2020. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque on Tuesday disclosed that funding for lawmakers' projects, which found their way into the 4.5 trillion peso national budget for 2021, but which was part of the executive branch's initial budget proposal, will be subject to President Rodrigo Duterte's approval. Roque noted that the projects proposed by the members of Congress were not vetoed by Duterte and made the announcement a day after Duterte signed the General Appropriations Act into law. He added that the president also vetoed the GAA provisions authorizing agencies to use their income. However, the palace official said that the measure was unconstitutional, noting that the income of agencies should go to the general fund of the national government unless otherwise authorized by a separate substantive law. Roque said that such actions was consistent with the administration's policy of ensuring that there would be no duplication of budget allocation for government projects. President Rodrigo Duterte has imposed a ban on travelers coming from the United Kingdom and 19 other countries to the Philippines in light of the new variant of coronavirus spotted in these areas. Palace spokesperson Harry Roque said that travelers from the UK won't be allowed entry to the Philippines until January 15, 2021, a ban that was initially scheduled to end by December 31. The travel ban on visitors from UK has been extended to cover those coming from 19 other countries, namely Denmark, Ireland, Japan, Australia, Israel, the Netherlands, Hong Kong, Switzerland, France, Germany, Iceland, Italy, Lebanon, Singapore, Sweden, South Korea, South Africa, Canada, and Spain. Passengers who are already in transit and are expected to arrive before December 30, 2020 at 12:01 a.m. from the 19 countries or areas listed will not be prohibited from entering the country but will be required to undergo an absolute facility-based 14-day quarantine period, notwithstanding a negative RT-PCR test result. In addition, Filipino citizens coming from the mentioned countries or areas will also be allowed to enter the Philippines but will be required to undergo an absolute facility-based 14-day quarantine period, notwithstanding the negative RT-PCR test result. The Department of Health reported 886 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Tuesday to bring the total number of infections in the country to 471,526, even as 9 laboratories failed to submit data on time. Davao City reported the highest number of new cases on Tuesday with 61, followed by Pampanga with 58, Bulacan and Quezon City with 45 each, and Cavite with 37. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 439,016 after 253 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll is now at 9,162 after 38 fatalities were recorded. Meanwhile, there are 23,348 remaining active cases undergoing treatment or quarantine, of which 80% are mild, 10.6% are asymptomatic, 3.1% are severe, and 5.9% are in critical condition. Data from the DOH also show that 63% of the country's intensive care unit beds are available, while 79% of the mechanical ventilators are ready for use. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
In other news, the northeast monsoon is expected to bring cloudy skies with scattered rains over Batanes, the Babuyan Islands, and Ilocos Norte, according to PSEi on Tuesday. In its 24-hour forecast, the weather agency said the tail end of a frontal system may also bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over the rest of Cagayan Valley and Aurora. PSEi said flash floods or landslides are possible due to moderate with at times heavy rains. Meanwhile, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers may prevail over Metro Manila and the rest of the country due to localized thunderstorms. The weather agency warned affected residents of possible flash floods or landslides during severe thunderstorms. And in business, Philippine shares closed in the green on Tuesday, the last trading day of 2020, on the back of window dressing and optimism from development overseas. The bellwether PSEi gained 17.46 points or 0.25% to 7,139.71. The broader all shares increased by 18.34 points or 0.43% to 4,272.61. Fund managers improved their portfolios at the end of a period by engaging in window dressing or buying winning positions and selling losing stocks. Meantime, the Philippine peso maintained its strength against the US dollar throughout 2020 following the weekend trade amid the coronavirus disease pandemic. The local currency closed Tuesday, December 29, the last trading day of the year, at 48.023 to a dollar, 2.3 centavos stronger than Monday's finish of 48.055 to a dollar. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, The Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Carcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store on Viber and search for Katribu. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and the Araneta City for their continued support. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, na pink yung sofa, tapos slides, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget my...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM Store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa cancel ko sa Lipa? Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami mag-deliver.
Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
Manong Joe po.
At Ate Maita.
May good news uli ang Meralco. Muling bumaba ang overall electricity rates. 4 centavos per kilowatt hour ang decrease natin ngayong buwan. Isa ito sa pinakamababang rate natin ngayong taon. Dahil to sa pagsisikap ng Meralco na mapababa ang singil sa kuryente.
At good news pa, mas madali na ang pagbabayad ng monthly Meralco bills. Dati, kailangan pang gumamit ng reference numbers na mahaba at mabago-bago buwan-buwan. At kapag nag-expire, kailangan mag-request ng kapalit.
Now you can say goodbye to your ATM and Meralco reference numbers. Customer account number o CAN na lang ang tatandaan. Maikli, walang expiry, at pwede sa lahat ng payment partners.
Ang dali! Simula pa lang ito ng mga pagbabago mula sa Meralco.
Isang maliwanag na Pasko sa inyong lahat.
pumunta sa bangko.
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pa pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.